By the time the Man on Fire finale reaches its climax, it might look like a classic revenge story on the surface. The villain is hunted, the corrupt system is exposed, and justice is delivered. But what really makes this ending hit is that it quietly flips the entire premise. Because in the end, Creasy doesn't just kill the people responsible, he dismantles the power structure that made them untouchable in the first place. At first, Tappan seems like the final boss. He's ruthless, he controls the operation, and he has a dead man switch, making him nearly impossible to kill. That detail is crucial. Killing him outright would have exposed everything, including Creasy's side, and triggered chaos. So Creasy adapts. Instead of going straight for the kill, he creates fear, confusion, and paranoia. The fake tape, the empty safe deposit box, the toxin scare, none of it is about immediate damage. It's about forcing Carmo, Suarez, and Tappan to panic and expose themselves. And it works. By the time Creasy finally reaches Tappan, the system protecting him is already collapsing, so when Creasy kills him, it's not reckless, it's calculated timing. One of the smartest moves in the finale is the fake toxin attack. Creasy plays a recording claiming everyone has been exposed, and instantly people start coughing, security breaks down, and panic spreads. Here is the key. It doesn't matter if the toxin is real, because the real weapon is psychological. Creasy understands something the villains don't. Fear is faster than bullets. That single move overloads the system, distracts security, and creates the opening he needs. It's not brute force, it's controlled chaos. Poe isn't just along for the mission, she is the mission's emotional core. When she volunteers to go in first, she becomes the distraction that makes everything possible. But her arc goes deeper than that. Throughout the episode, she is struggling with grief. Her memories feel poisoned, and her family feels gone in every sense. Creasy reframes that. The pain doesn't erase the love, and that changes her. By the end, she's not just surviving, she's choosing to live forward. Her bravery in the mission reflects that shift. Creasy's phone call to President Carmo is one of the most interesting moments, because it breaks his pattern. He doesn't just kill, he warns him, and that's intentional. He tells Carmo he's given him something the victims never had, a chance to say goodbye. That line reframes everything. This isn't rage anymore, it's judgment. Creasy isn't acting like a weapon, he's acting like someone deciding who deserves what. And it unsettles Carmo because it means Creasy is in control, not reacting. Even after everything, Tappan tries to talk his way out. He praises Creasy, suggests they're similar, offers negotiation. But Creasy doesn't hesitate. He kills him and makes it personal. This is from Rayburn. That line matters because it shows Creasy hasn't abandoned revenge, he's integrated it into something bigger. He's not blindly angry anymore, but he hasn't forgotten why he started. The confrontation with Suarez is where the episode tests Creasy's growth. When Suarez takes Poe hostage, Creasy faces a familiar choice: sacrifice himself or fight back. Old Creasy might have leaned into the idea of dying for the mission, but here he chooses to survive and protect her. He plays along, then attacks, and despite being injured and exhausted, he wins. This is the moment that proves the shift Mello was pushing him toward earlier. After all the violence, the real payoff isn't the kills, it's the fallout. The evidence reveals everything. President Carmo, Suarez, Tappan, and the bombing conspiracy. And most importantly, Creasy is cleared. That changes his entire identity. He's no longer a suspect, a rogue operative, and a man running from blame. He's someone who exposed the truth, and that's what actually brings the system down. Poe's final reflection is quiet but powerful. She admits she has no physical closure, no ashes, and nothing tangible left of her family. But she realizes something deeper. What they gave her isn't gone, their love becomes her strength, her foundation, and her reason to keep going. And most importantly, she's not alone anymore. That connection with Creasy becomes her new anchor. The final call from Director Moncrief sets up what comes next. At first, Creasy hesitates. That makes sense. He's exhausted, injured, and finally free. But then something clicks. He realizes he has purpose again. That's the real ending. Not revenge, not justice, purpose. The Man on Fire finale isn't just about taking down villains. It's about transformation. By the end, Creasy stops being a man waiting to die, Poe stops being defined by laws, and the system of power is exposed from within. And the biggest shift, Creasy chooses to live. Not just survive, but continue. Because in the end, revenge gave him a reason to fight, but purpose gives him a reason to keep going.